We are, I don't know why we call it a cooking show when uh, good day, Lindsay. You're back, bringing
Hi,
us some more wildness.
thank
So tell
you.
us a little bit about yourself and why you picked this recipe.
Um, well, I am a forager and an herbalist, and I manage a community garden in Des Moines, Iowa, um,
Well,
where
we're going a little bit farther from Des Moines here. This is like
I,
a world wild food recipe.
yeah, yeah. Well, purslane is a favorite edible of mine, and it does grow widely throughout the world. So
Uh,
sometimes you can even find it in the supermarket or international market. Um,
it must be the season because I was freaking out, but they had two vendors at the farmers market who were selling it.
Same. I got mine at the Carbondale Farmers Market yesterday.
Yeah,
that is
interesting.
awesome.
Yeah. And
I love
one of them is a very untraditional, I mean, traditional farmer. They're
Mhm.
very, very traditional, and somehow, they had it there. So, they learn that people want it, or that it's in season, or it's just growing wild and they can harvest it and sell it, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. I've seen it in some CSA boxes around our area. So, um, purslane is just really nutritious. It's really good for your digestive system. Um, it has omega 3s, which it's hard to get omegas in from plants. So that's good. I'm actually going to save my stems, and pickle them just
Okay,
for fun. So,
just for fun.
yeah.
Um, let's see. So I was so excited to get the purslane that I completely forgot to get the avocado. I actually rushed out this morning and thought, we are so privileged. I was like, there's four places in my town where I can get avocado. But if you look at this, we besides purslane, which you said is a South American herb but grows all over, or is just utilized in South American food a lot.
I'm really not sure the origin. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
But going over this, I mean, cucumbers local, but avocado, olive oil. I actually have some Israeli olive oil, and then um, this right here is Szechuan pepper, my new favorite type of pepper. Well, actually, my new favorite type is I got some pepper when I was in Malaysia earlier this year, but I love Szechuan for some reason. It's a different, it numbs your mouth versus spicy, so it's just a little bit different. So, can you teach us how to process purslane then?
So, I have washed up my purslane and
Can you
I
show us? Can you show us? Tilt down a little bit to show a little better.
yeah, let's see here. Maybe, maybe
Because
no.
it looks, it's a
Maybe
little,
I need to get a little box or something to put my.
it's a really weird looking herb. And I mean,
It's very succulent, that's for sure. Let me see if
the stem
that's
is very, very like not hard.
no. Okay. Let's
I've had this one time before, and the best I can compare it to is almost like asparagus.
Yeah, it's very
oh,
stemmy.
that's interesting.
Are you talking in texture? I mean, taste or?
A little bit of both taste and texture.
Oh boy.
That was my experience. I sauteed it though. I didn't make it into a salad, so that could make the difference too in what I experienced.
And I went with mint. My sister has like, for some reason I can't grow mint. Mint grows prolifically, but for some reason doesn't grow where I at my place. But my sister, you know, it's it takes over everything. So she's like, sure, come and take some mint.
So unfortunately, this new computer, instead of just staying where I want it to be aimed, it keeps trying to focus on me, instead of this purslane. But
oh,
so
it has one of the sound cameras where it changes focus.
I guess so. I really didn't know that, but here we are.
All right.
So I
So
am
are we just taking all the leaves off? Is that it?
basically taking all the leaves off. Yeah, the ones at the tips are gonna be the most tender ones. Some of the bigger ones.
But
Might
the
be a
stem
little
itself is it too woody to eat, or it's let me chew what let me eat one.
Some of the bigger
Is it-
stems will get kind of tough.
This small one definitely does have a taste of asparagus,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but with kind of a almost a lemony aftertaste.
Yeah, it does have a little tartness to it.
Yeah, I've been really noticed since I can't with my medication, I can't eat acidic food. I've been really noticing how much I enjoy like lemon stuff that's not acidic, like lemongrass.
Yeah.
I recently had some lemongrass ice cream, and I was like, oh,
Some
it's like,
sorrel. You could add sorrel.
oh yeah. So, but
Just pulling off all these tender tips.
then you said you don't. I know whenever I do any type of anything, I don't throw away the other stuff. And
Right.
so
I'm setting my stems aside. Oh, my computer keeps trying to go somewhere else. Yeah, I'm just setting
you
the
just need to
stems aside.
figure out how to make your hands talk, and it'll focus on them.
Well, I thought maybe if the action was there, it would stay focused, but
And so, but I could stir fry these stems just like any greens, probably.
That's what I did.
yeah, you could add them to a stir fry.
Just like,
I like to pickle them. I have a bunch of hot peppers I'm gonna have to pickle anyway, so I figure I'll already have some brine to use. And
now when you pickle it, do you chop them up into like inch long bite-sized pieces, or
it doesn't really matter. I've done it both ways.
well, I guess
Kind of like to leave them a little bit longer.
that's be a skinny asparagus kind of.
Yeah, you can use this or chop that in half, 2 to 4 inches maybe, just whatever will fit in your jar too.
So I'm having it is a lot. I guess you could say wetter than like parsley or cilantro. Because usually with cilantro, I just grab the stem and I pull outward like that.
Mhm.
And I guess it's still the stems are still a little too green because when I do that, it tends to break the stem. But it's kind of counterintuitive.
Mm.
You want to pull it out. I go grab the stem and just pull towards the tip like that, and it comes all out.
Almost like thyme. When you're stripping the leaves off of thyme.
Oh yeah, yep. So, but I've seen like I guess TikToks where they like pull it through the colander holes.
Oh yeah.
but my colander, the holes are too small. Like, you know, I guess some colanders have bigger holes or something. But there you go. Oh, has too much stem. But I don't know. The small stems don't seem to be too bad. It's
Yeah, the
definitely
smaller
very
ones are
green
gonna
and
be
big.
better than the really thick ones.
Yep. But it it smells very, very green. It tastes, I don't know. It's a very
Definitely
unique
has
taste
citrus. Yeah.
in a good way. But
I just love that it basically volunteers itself in a lot of places and
it's a it's so this one is so wet. Does it tend to grow in like more of a wet area? Like it
no,
makes me think of like watercress a little bit.
right. No, it actually is just fine in dry, even kind of rocky even areas it'll grow in or it doesn't need a whole lot of nutrients to just pop up somewhere.
I have it. It grows in my yard.
Yeah. Yeah, it grows in my garden, but I also just find it along, I mean, driveways and
Yeah, exactly.
usually it's gonna be on the edge of it won't grow in a grassy area. It's usually in a pretty sunny area too. Um
And mine's usually at the front of my house in my rose garden, right by kind of the front sidewalk is where I usually get some.
So I've never paid attention. I guess I'll start paying attention. This is, what do they call it? One of those prolific weeds that people have in their
Yeah,
yard that
I
people try
think,
to get rid of.
yeah. Of
oh
course,
yeah.
we know the definition of a weed is anything growing where you don't want it to, regardless of whether it's something good or bad. But um,
That's true. I had a tomato just start growing in the middle of my driveway. I have a
yeah,
gravel driveway, so and I kept oh man, I was just like I kept watching it, but then it got really, really dry and it dried out. So but I kept thinking I should transplant it, but I want to see how long it survives.
hmm
It did like 2 months.
wow.
But all right. I keep nibbling on the stems.
Stop.
So the other thing I got at the farmer's market yesterday that mom and I are gonna have with this, we got some lion's mane mushroom, and I made quote unquote crab cakes out of them.
Oh,
Oh, that's fabulous.
So we're gonna fry those up with this salad and enjoy that with it.
but this does seem like something you could like do a quick stir fry with that the leaves would hold the texture versus
Mhm.
like spinach where spinach just disappears.
Right.
But I don't know if that's the case because it also seems very watery. But definitely the stems. So, but I'm almost done. Wow. I thought this would be.
I
I should
have just
have.
a little bit of carrot leaves, wild carrot leaves, Queen Anne's lace, carrot tops, that I'm gonna add to mine. Just I was out on a foraging walk yesterday and came across a lot of that. So when I
I
make
love when the farmers market has the whole carrot tops. Ever
Yeah.
since years ago, I cooked with this guy from China, and he made this. It was carrot tops and cucumber stir fry over noodles.
Mm.
And ever since I did that, I like whenever I can find the carrot tops. Um, and then he also showed me how to make a carrot top pesto.
I make one of those. I was just about ready to say, I make a carrot top pesto like thing to put on top of steaks. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just like people don't. I bet the majority of people, cut off the carrot tops and throw them away.
All right.
I used to,
You can use them in place of parsley.
you know. And yeah, I mean that cucumber carrot top, it was just, the carrot tops just have this hint of carrot and the
Mhm.
cucumbers, and it's just a light and refreshing summer stir fry.
Yeah.
All right. So
Just
trying to get
about one here too.
we're trying to get all the stems out, right? Or I mean, it's a texture thing, I guess, whatever you want.
Yeah, you could certainly add some of the stems chopped up if you like that texture. Um, nothing wrong with that. I'm just going by my recipe here.
I was thinking when I went and got that avocado, like, is there anything in North America that's equivalent to an avocado? Like
I have thought about that as well.
I just like I was just like, how do you?
Well, what California grows a lot of them, and it used to be part of Mexico, but
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. And they are pretty expensive now. They've gone up in price a lot. Used to be, what was it? It's at least twice the price last time.
everything is getting more expensive.
But I love that we live in a time where we can literally go to our local store and get food from all over the world.
Yeah.
I mean, it is silly how cheap it is from like, how considering some of this stuff comes from the other side of the world, but the ability to get olive oil from Italy and avocados from Mexico, mint from my sister's backyard. No, but all right, I think my
cilantro.
Next is the cilantro. Okay.
Oh, I was just saying I chose to use some cilantro. I'm actually just finished with my purslane.
Yeah,
Me
me
too.
too.
All right.
Um,
So
I don't know,
gonna-
like I'm not like allergic to cilantro, but I tend to like parsley better than cilantro.
yeah, yep.
I think it's for me, I think cilantro is just too strong of a taste.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
so um so are we directly putting the herbs in it right now?
we can go ahead and do our herbs, yeah.
So
How much are we putting in?
That would be up to your uh
well, how strong is your
right.
herb?
Yeah. I'm using some of the carrot tops and some cilantro. I probably won't use my whole bunch, but maybe half of it.
Okay.
Let's see.
And then I mean, this time of the year we have lots of basil. You could maybe put just a little bit of basil in it. That would
Yes.
change the flavor a lot.
Yeah. I do have quite a bit of basil in the garden right now.
Which is so funny because last week on the cooking show, I actually went and bought it. I've never bought basil in my life.
Hmm.
It's like you plant a couple seeds and you get a tree of basil. But this year,
Yeah, they'll just keep going as long as you cut it back.
but it's like, all right, we should just call this the green salad.
It is going to be very green, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, but
I decided that maybe I would add this big, it's a sweet pepper, but red
ooh,
pepper to mine just for a little color.
right.
So I think it also calls for some cucumber, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
you can chop cucumber and avocado.
We don't really have any sweet, so I mean, I guess you could put a little sweet onion and sweet pepper if you wanted to get that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of tend to want to get a little of all the flavors in my stuff, but I get greedy that way. Oops, I just dropped the stem in there. Where'd it go? It's green too. There it is.
So, if you're not using any citrus, then you could just add a little vinegar to your salad for your acid. Or I'm sure it's going to have plenty of flavor without it too. But sorrel would be a great addition for that
Wow,
sort of
sorrel.
flavor too. The purslane has quite a bit of sour flavor to it, though. I think it's gonna be. I'm sure your flavor combination is gonna be great.
Well, I mean, just based on smell alone, what do you call it? I mean, in my case, between the purslane and the mint, it's like kind of overwhelming my sense of like happy smellness. Is that a technical term, right? I have to choose what kind of cucumber. I've got like 4 different options here. I probably want these super big ones aren't very crunchy. They're kind of mushy. But I've been really liking these small English ones while they're still nice and crunchy. But all right. Now, what is something you don't think you would put in here? Like usually I ask, you know, um, seems like you could probably put almost anything, but
Yeah, some other additions that you could put in.
and
Like,
then also things you think you shouldn't put in at all.
that's
Because I mean,
interesting.
it seems like you could put.
Um,
I think if you put too much, no, I mean, it's not like a lot of greens. If you put a lot of acid in it, they turn really mushy.
hmm.
But I don't think this green has a pretty good texture to it. I don't think it will like cook in the acid too much.
Yeah. I was just thinking additions could be like seeds. I would love any kind of seeds, hemp seeds, sunflower seeds, flaxseed, pumpkin seed, something like that would go great in this too. Just another texture crunch.
That was the only thing I could think of that might be North American that would be as good as avocado. But or get us the fat of avocado, but and a lot of the nutrition, but there's really nothing. It's a very distinctly good, but not North American. Well, I guess I take that back. You said I forgot you said, they grow a lot of it in Northern California.
California and Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I guess when I'm saying North American, I'm thinking local. To me, I'm in the Midwest. All right.
The states.
What's that?
The states.
But I've been eating them since I went to Israel, where cucumbers are like a staple to every meal. I've been eating a lot of cucumbers. I absolutely love cucumbers. I
Look, really
yeah,
can
these nice,
get that
good
in.
little crunchy ones. I keep them in a little thing here with just a little bit of olive oil, and so when you go to eat it, it has a hint of flavor on the outside. Mhm. Okay. I need some acid, you said?
Well, that's up to you. If you're not
Well,
if you're
today,
avoiding it, then no, I don't think there's any need. I think you'll have a little bit of sour from your purslane anyway, and but if you are just avoiding citrus and you are using vinegar, I would go ahead and add some vinegar.
yeah, I'm putting a little apple cider vinegar.
Yeah.
Actually, this might be the vinegar we made.
We made vinegar last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we made
Probably around this time, maybe September.
saved all the scraps of the apple bits and made some vinegar.
So I've been taste testing and I put some lime juice in mine, which tastes really nice with the cilantro and everything. But with all that, all those kind of more sour citrusy, it was quite tart in my opinion. So I added a little pinch of sugar.
All right. Yeah, that's a great cooking tip there. If it's a little too acidic for you, you can always add a little sugar.
It was tart. Well, it's yummy.
Added my lime juice yet.
Anybody have any tricks on avocados?
Like what kind of tricks?
I don't know, opening them, slicing them.
Oh, I should have just showed you. Okay, so I slice mine around. Then you take your knife and go like that to the seed and toss the
So-
seed out.
So you just cut it long ways.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, one thing, like when I went to the store, almost every avocado there was green.
Oh,
And I remember the trick. I mean, you can go to squeeze it and it'll go in a little. But
yeah.
I learned if you the stem, if you push the stem, can you see how it goes in a little bit? And if you really
Okay.
want to do it, you pull this, the stem comes right out, then it's perfectly right. But you don't want to go do a bunch of those, like,
No.
but you know, basically, if you're gonna buy that one, that's what I did in the store. I went around and I'd like, and then it literally, and you see it just pulls right
Right.
out,
Okay.
and
That's
then
good to
that
know.
one's like perfectly ripe, but because usually they're not ripe at all. Okay, now
Right.
I start the line. I don't see it.
Oh, you just start wherever you want.
Well,
Oh,
I already
yeah.
had done it, but now
Oh,
I
I
couldn't
see.
find it. And
And
so
then you kind of just twist it off, twist it apart.
there
Yeah.
you go.
And then you
Now
take your
here's the
knife.
hard part, right?
Right.
I've seen it where you
Exactly.
just go,
Yeah.
and then you try to twist.
Turn it. Turn it.
There you
There
go.
you go. And then I just take that seed to the trash can or whatever you want to do with it. To take it off, you just kind of find an edge and let it and hit the handle of the knife.
Yeah, I was gonna go grab it, but I was like, yeah.
No. So like the,
Or since we're always talking about not throwing anything away, you can save your pits, your avocado pits and skins, and they make a beautiful pink dye.
well, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just learned something new. I love that.
And
There
then
are
Lindsay,
people who are eating avocado pits now too. I'm not sure, haven't done it myself.
Eating the pit?
Yeah, they're using the pits nutritionally somehow. I'm sure it's a whole lot of fiber. I don't know how you process it. Also you can grow your own avocado tree. I think you have to remove the skin that's around it and then you just somehow balance it over a cup of water and it will throw down
So
a root.
This one's literally ripe enough that it's actually starting to split slightly, and there's a little bit of a stem actually starting to grow right there.
Hmm.
It's like half, if you look real close, it's halfway split down. Here's where I put the knife this way, so it's not.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then yeah, it's like split, like halfway split down, and then there's a little stem growing out already. Huh. I've
So,
never seen that. All
or
right.
can you see how I slice my avocado?
That's exactly
Okay.
what I do too. Yeah.
And then you just push it out. You just push on the skin and it just pops out in these little bite-size
Okay, let's see if I
sections.
can do that. I know you
I
have
use
to
a
do this.
spoon and scoop it out.
Yeah, I've always used the spoon, but then it's all kinds of different shapes.
Yeah, true.
All right, so how do you? So you just flip the skin inside out?
Yeah, you can do that or squish it.
Ha ha ha! ha, Look at this. It's
Yep,
literally just like
perfect.
it's like. Okay, now I need a spoon. Not perfect. I have a few of them still stuck, but that was pretty fun. I've tried that before, but just my avocado. This one's just like perfectly ripe. Like that's just,
I'm putting a little pepper in mine. And I am going to use just a little bit of olive oil, just nice healthy fat. I don't cook in olive oil. It's not designed to be over high heat. So olive oil is much better for.
do you want to go? I noticed you posted that on our page in the past. You want to either you don't have to do it now if you don't have detail, but if you want to share more detail with that, because um I don't know, I grew up, my mother is from the Middle East and they cook in olive oil all the time.
Yeah, I did for a
But it's
really
all quick.
too.
It's quick. They don't do long. There's very little long cooking.
Yeah, well, that may make a difference as well. If it's just low heat, that's fine. If it's fast, I don't know. So a lot of times though, now that I've stopped cooking in olive oil, I can tell that the flavor changes a lot if it is exposed to heat. And now it just is not appetizing to me anymore.
Yeah,
My
the more I
little red pepper that I thought was a little bit sweet is a little bit spicy. So this is adding a new element to my salad experiment. And I'm gonna have to get
almost dropped it. But all right, the super green salad.
Just for fun, I'll show you my Lion's made crab cakes that have been in the refrigerator, getting solid.
I've always meant to make that, but I never have.
It's good. I've made it a few
I mean,
times.
I've made like just like Lion's Mane crab salad, right?
Mhm.
But I've never made it into cakes. But, all right. I'm glad I added a couple little um, sweet peppers to it because that's a very, very green salad. But let's see here. I haven't tasted it. Let me taste it without, see if it actually added any taste besides just color. Mm-hmm. Oh, I would have never thought to put mint, but you had that on the list there.
Mhm.
I'm really liking the mint. It's like the greenness and the, like, I guess you could say sourness of the purslane and the freshness of the mint, which is like, I'd say there's one problem. I think I'm going to eat this whole bowl.
I had to switch bowls, and mine is quite spicy, which I was not expecting. It's delicious.
See. I'm trying to think. I don't think it needs anything else. I I want to add more to it. I had brought out these dill seed that I really like adding to, um it's more like a winter salad flavor, but I like adding it to salads.
Mhm.
But I really like the texture of this porcelain.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, it's like crunchy and but does the texture change a lot when you cook it?
The purslane?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I noticed. I've
Yeah.
put it into even soup before, and it's still got that little bit of firmness, and yeah, it doesn't just disappear like spinach or something.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna use these stems and saute them up to go with what we've just made and what I made. Crab cakes, or garlic and salt and pepper or something.
That's gonna be a fabulous dinner.
All right. I still haven't tasted. Let me taste it with a sweet pepper. But, mm,
Or I was gonna show you, we were talking about that Queen Anne's lace, the carrot tops.
yep.
I was out yesterday with a group foraging and going into the kitchen and making something. And one of the things that I did, I took my jar and my sugar and my lemon, and then we just put a whole bunch of Queen Anne's lace flowers into the big jar, and I started a cordial.
Mm.
So it's smelling delicious. It needs a couple more days on the counter before it's nice and fizzy, but I love making Queen Anne's lace cordial. It's one of my favorite flowers to work with.
I've never had it.
Nope, I can't even imagine what it tastes like.
It's carroty. It's
Okay.
a little bit carroty.
Mhm.
But you can use any edible flowers. You kind of want to choose ones that are more floral, like have a stronger scent and stronger flavor. One of my favorites is well, I like red clover. And that's abundant right now as well. What's some other things that you could do right now? You could even try things from the garden, like dill heads or parsley flowers, or nasturtium would make a really fun one. A little bit spicy.
I just realized I have no problem eating in front of people on the cooking show, but in public, I was like, I think part of it in public, I don't sit and enjoy it as much. I like literally inhale the food, and so I'm embarrassed that I eat copious amounts in front of somebody, especially at the potlucks, just or the buffets where there's a lot. I want to taste a lot,
Right.
but on the cooking show, I actually sit and taste it and savor it because I want to tell you what it tastes like, right?
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, thank you very much.
That
This
was
was very informative and tasty.
Yeah, that was this avocado just was perfect. It's so
Yeah.
rare in the US to find usually you have to buy one, take it home and wait about 3 days before.
Yes. Mhm.
It's
Yep.
And I've when I lived in the Cayman Islands, we put when you were ready, when you wanted a fresh one, you would put it in a paper bag the night before. And then it would just, you just have them all out on the counter. And then the ones you're going to use next day, you put in a paper bag and they ripen in the bag. Otherwise, they stay pretty unripe just sitting out on the counter. So I don't know if that was a common practice, but I came across a few people doing that.
Yeah, that's a much better move than on the internet. It says that you can take an unripe avocado and put it in the oven, and there are specific instructions for ripening an avocado in the oven. And I've tried it. Don't do it. It doesn't work. It's awful. It just makes a very chewy, unripe avocado.
All right. I'm too busy eating here. I guess we're done because I'm like distracted now. But
Yeah.
I love in mine, I love the freshness of the mint and the cucumber is really fresh. And then the purslane is like eating it plain, it's almost overwhelmingly, for want of a better description, green. It's like really, really, really green within that hint of I don't know, sourness, like it's not bitter, but it's like in between sour and bitter, or it's like, I don't know. We tend to not eat like things that taste wild, right? And this definitely has a hint of wild green taste to it. But when it's balanced with the cucumber and in my case the mint, it really the deep green is balanced with the fresh. This is a very good summer salad. I mean, it's probably a good all the time salad, but
yeah, it's really cooling. This is great for a hot day. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a preference to put it with it? I think with your drink you just made, that would be really good with it.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. No, I think it goes on the side of a lot of different things.
Yep.
You could have something spicy with it, could cool it off, in my case, I unknowingly added a spicy pepper, and it's throwing in some interesting.
That's the hard thing. You never know if it's, a sweet pepper or a spicy one. Like sometimes, and then, if you grow them next to each other, sometimes they crossbreed it. So I like sweet peppers that have a hint of spicy, and they're rare. So
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought I had, but this is hotter than I expected. That's okay. I got enough green stuff in there to cool it down.
yeah,
Yeah.
I try to like cut a little piece and then taste it before, but I always forget. So good deal. Maybe you need to come back on and teach us how to make that drink.
We could do some cordials for sure. Yeah.
I'll have to drive to Iowa and do just a cordial tasting, right? Like
Yes.
we have a local guy who makes let's see, alcoholic flavored honeys. So it's just like it's honey with a little bit of alcohol to thin it, and then flavors. And so yeah, it's just I love innovation. So
Well, part of that shrub making, for me at least, I like to infuse the vinegar with the flowers and then also infuse the honey with the flowers. And then then you get double flower action in your shrub.
Double
Oh,
flavor.
yeah.
So good deal. Thank you so much for sharing your wildness. This time going worldly. But
Thanks
right
for
now,
having me.
what's in season if you take a walk in the wild?
Dock seeds are really easy to harvest and process. I like to put them into granola. The purslane, of course. You can still find plenty of lamb's quarters. Nettle
I think
seeds are really nutritious and delicious. The nuts are starting to ripen and starting to fall. So looking for walnuts, black walnuts, acorns, hickory nuts, that kind of thing.
yeah, we used to collect all the black walnuts and then put them in the driveway to drive over them.
Yeah.
To take the outer part. Now the outer part you then take and grind that up for worm medicine, basically.
Yep. Anti-parasite. Yep.
I mean,
Do you have some
I'm
black
gonna,
walnut
I'm gonna need to
whole?
get some more. Look at that. It's
Yep.
like, and so yeah, you just it's still got the see, it's still got the seed in it. I leave the seed in there because it keeps it dry. It's like a natural. But yeah, this is the the black walnut hull, and you know, what do you call it? I used to hate this eating this growing up, but it would natural warmer, natural.
Yeah, I used it with my goats.
But I started liking it because you'd eat this, and then you got a spoonful of honey.
Oh yeah.
Started
Yeah.
as a kid, right?
Goldenrod. Don't forget about the goldenrod flowers. Those can be used in baking. You can make, like we were talking about, shrubs, vinegars, honeys. You can make that cordial with a goldenrod. You can dry it for tea or use it fresh for a tincture. It's really great for seasonal allergies. It's very
That,
floral though, and there
that
are
is true.
hundreds.
I grew up. Well, I mean, of course, as a young kid, you don't tend to get allergies, but I ate a lot of wild stuff. As I've gotten older and ate less wild stuff, I notice I am starting to get hints of allergy. And
I never had allergies except when I lived in Carbondale, and I don't have allergies now either, but that swampy air or something, I don't know.
so good
Yeah.
deal. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your knowledge.
Thank you,
And
Or.
keep doing the wild walks and bring people into the woods, because people don't realize how much of the weeds in their yard is edible,
Yeah.
medicinal, and necessary.
Yeah.
Especially, I just love showing people plantain.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you get stung by a bee. Well, anyway, and then salads and greens. And
Yeah.
what I have a friend who's just addicted to showing people dandelions.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
like dandelion
Every
greens.
part.
People who have lawns, they're like, oh, it's the enemy. But
And every part of that plant is edible, even the seeds, if you can just burn off the fluff, you can eat the dandelion seeds.
I just always just blew on them. But okay. You
Don't blow
said you can say
your
I can just
roots
eat the whole
away.
thing. Just like, all right.
Very different ways to remove it, but yeah.
All right. Feeding others is love.